Hello everyone, it is me, Evill. Now I'm going to read some monster number 8 before I go to sleep. And sorry, I might be a little slower because I'm a little tired and I might look a bit goofy, but you know, that's to be expected. I hope I don't look too goofy. And this might be a bit of a shorter video. I think I'm gonna do like 4 or 5 chapters, depending on how sleepy I get. And if I'm like intaking the information, maybe I can do more, but I doubt it. Alright, let's get into it. Previous chapter, Kaiju number 9, it was able to escape. It absorbed Isao after killing him, so now Kikoru's dad is officially RIP, or at the very least he is gone, like literally taken over. Like nothing remains of him, except the body that is taken over. You know, you get the point. It's gone. And yeah, Kaiju number 8, he's alright, he's not really hurt. Narumi, he's there too, and Kikoru is there too, and Kikoru, I imagine, is going to be kinda having a mental breakdown here. The retreat released into the wild. So yeah, he's Kafka, like he protected Kikoru here, and nothing remains of the facility here. Narumi is standing there meaninglessly. The next time I make a move is when the era of monsters begins. How dare you say that with the chief's face? Yeah, that's very messed up. Damn it! I mean, Narumi, like he's gonna, like he has been like a pupil of Isao for a long time, right? The vice commander here, the number 1 squad in general, Kafka crying. Time skip. I would have liked to see Kikoru's reaction here, but yeah. 2 days later. Breaking news. The subjugation department has announced that Isao Shinomiya, the chief of the defense force, has been killed in the line of duty in the most recent monster disaster. For over 30 years since his time as a commander, Isao Shinomiya has been at the center of subjugating monsters in Japan. His death has brought great sorrow and impact to not only the public but within the defense force. Ariake Coastal Base, 1st Unit. So he was around 50 probably, right? Or like 55. He definitely looked younger than he was, but I guess that is what you get when you train constantly. Like you look at all of those like wrestlers and everything, I mean some of them look like ancient, but some of them look like they are still 25. You know, that's what you get for being active in your life. And he's also like, he was happy for a long time, like it only went downhill when his wife died, right? So yeah, these 2 dudes that ran away from the battle there, because they weren't strong enough, giving a salute with the bayonets, of course. I guess is this a bayonet as well? I mean, I guess it is, but it's a bit of a weirder design here. Ready, aim, fire. Oh, Kafka is here too. I would have liked also to see like the defense force, like their reaction, like saying like, alright, you were useful. I hope we get that soon. Narumi is saluting and everyone, yeah. Tachikawa Base, 3rd Unit. Fire! Yeah, okay, so we are getting the 3rd Unit again. Is everyone here? Where is everyone? 4th Unit. This dude. Okay. Oh, Furuhashi here. Reno, Isekawa. I don't recognize the others. I don't know how the main cast looks in the manga, right? Okay, there we have one. Definitely. No, is that one? This one? Both of them? Let's not focus on that. Kanazawa Base, 2nd Unit. This guy looks pretty electric. You know, this is like Casimo from JJK but with braces. Or is this a girl? Might be a girl. Muscle woman. Chief's room. Fire. I mean, Kikoru is going to be like, I guess he's been crying non-stop, right? I guess her father has been very absent to her for a long time, so She's not going to be like completely destroyed, right? But yeah, it's horrible. You don't want to have this happening to you ever. Ever. Kafka looking at her seat, maybe. She didn't show up. Okay. Narumi showing up to her. Step. You sure you didn't want to see him off? I wasn't able to do anything. I didn't make it in time because I was slow. I couldn't save him because I'm weak. Because of me, number 9 escaped. Yorvro. Commander Narumi, I want to get stronger. Okay, that's not a surprising response, but once again, she's like 17 or 18 or something like that. We know that she's not 16 because she had already graduated, like at 16. But, like, she's not that old. So, like, you cannot be expecting to be at, like, the level of the commanders when you're so young, right? And, like, on the level of the strongest commander too. Like, on the level of Narumi. Like, that's very, or I guess, yeah, commander. Like, that's not a realistic goal for you to have right now. Daddy's probably still trapped inside of number 9. I will mourn for Daddy. Only after we, the defense force, defeat number 9. I'm sorry for losing my composure. I will accept my punishment for absence without not. Shinomiya, before we encounter it again, I'll make you the strongest after me. You can be the number 2, buddy, but I'm gonna be the number 1. I like his confidence. Although I imagine he's going to take over his slot as the strongest eventually. Or maybe Mina could do it. I don't know. Both of them could surpass him eventually. I will drill what Mystery Sao drilled into you. You'd better keep up and show results. If you do, I'll overlook your absence from the ceremony. I mean, it's her father, like it's not your business to overlook or underlook it. Yes, sir. Yeah, Kafka. What happened with his arm? Like it is exposed. He's like muscle fibers, okay? Or I guess these are tendons. Hands don't have muscles, by the way. Or they have muscles, but not any large muscles, you know? Oh, his bones are also... This is not how the human bone is in the hand. But yeah, I'm definitely going to beat the hell out of number 9. Turning the boiling rage into determination, Kafka walks off into the battlefield. Alright, chapter 55. No, wait. Let's stop a bit. Yeah, this happens when I'm sleepy. I just try to move forward too fast. So let's analyze it. Kikoru, she's handling it pretty well. That's going to make her determination stronger. There were 2 options. Either she could crumble or raise up to the like emotional pressure and try to be even better. Now she can't have the motivation anymore of impressing her father because the father is dead, but instead, like, she gets the motivation from Narumi indirectly because he's going to teach her father's tricks to her. She's actually really likable, like she's like, I'm sorry for losing my composure. Like, she has extremely high expectations for herself. I can imagine, if I was in this situation, I would be on the floor, catatonic. Okay, I don't know if that's the correct word, correctly said. But I would be catatonic on the floor, like... That's what I would be. So, she's very strong in her head. Very different from the average shonen girl because, well, you know, like they're kinda written by men in a bit of a sexist way, so they end up being a bit rough. But something that bothers me is that I didn't get to see Kafka's talking about the implications, because like we know he was on trial basically. Like he needed to prove that he's useful right in this battle, and I guess he did, but I would have liked to see that like visually. My rating for this chapter, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for that. Because it does bother me. I really want to see what they think of him now. Like what's gonna happen next. Yeah, and definitely a bit depressing. Unlike some other funerals, Tokyo Revengers flashback. I don't know what this is referring. If it's referring to something in Tokyo Revengers, you can imagine it is pretty mid, because man, that series is fucking trash. No hate, but it just is. Like, how can you explain it as not trash? So yeah, training arc probably. I don't know if there's going to be a training arc or what, but it definitely could be. I don't think there will be. I think we could get battle arc, you know, like where they improve, or a training arc mixed with a mission in where they improve. And yeah, I still think that number 9 should have been defeated. When I was editing the chapters, I felt so frustrated that he's going to come back, because I don't like him that much. Like the number 9, it is cool, but like I said in the review, I want it to be like an Orochimaru style. Not that strong, but very smart villain. You know, like scheming and manipulating. But instead it got like ridiculously powerful, and now it is ridiculously smart. It can probably get even stronger when it's already like one of the strongest characters, if not the strongest character in the series. So it has a threat of becoming a bit too strong. Yeah, let's go. What else was there? Monster number 8 has less dialogue than Twitter 4-pagers. That's true. You could fit the dialogue in a chapter into 5 or 6 tweets probably. It's not that much. But I feel like that's kind of a thing when a newer manga is starting serialization. If you've noticed, like they get more detailed as you go on, because I feel like the artist starts to like want to include more of the story and the lore in the chapters, but he doesn't want to make like too many chapters, so he condenses the information a little bit. That is just a natural thing that happens in many shows. Alright, let us move to chapter 55. Oh, I'm so tired. Hopefully my AC isn't too loud, by the way. Defeating it doesn't mean the end. Monster number 8. Ah, shit, so we are getting back to the cleanup crew here. The cell's too hard. This blade's not gonna last much longer, so I guess they are cleaning up the ants. Mr. Toku, we are not getting much bang for our buck from the heat chainsaw. To hell with it, then. Let's chop it up at the joints and crush it at the bunker. But jeez, seeing us scattered around the remains like this, it really makes me feel like we're the ants here. Yeah, like ants carrying some food into the colony, right? Yeah. By the way, monster number 8 might show up here. I think that's possible. Episode 55. A chaotic calamity mars the scenery. Mars, it's like it paints the scenery, right? I think I know that word. I'm not sure. I might be incorrect, so you can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on that. Damn, this guy's kinda wide. I wonder what's going to happen to us, huh? I mean, that is how Shinomiya was defeated. He was like an invincible hero when I was a kid. You mean you're not a kid anymore? In preparation for a cluster-type catastrophe caused by the number 9, some people are starting to evacuate out of the country. We should also hurry and... You idiots, I'm not gonna be running away. If we run away, who's going to clean up the carcass after the defense force defeats number 9? Damn right, the propaganda is working. The defense force is infallible. The Japanese army could not lose. It is unimaginable. You know, Mr. Toku can be cool sometimes. Even though he is a drunkard. Even though he's a gambling addict who's borrowing $500 from me. Shut up! Okay, so that guy is not very well put together. There's no way Japan's defense force is going to let this go. Ain't that right, Kafka? Oh yeah, Kafka is in the defense force and they know him, right? Ha! So she's training with the battalion commander, right? So they are trading blows and she actually stepped to the side. Ah! She broke my rhythm! And then she stabs her. Platoon leader Shinonome. She's good at gaining distance. Now I understand why she's able to stand on the battlefield with such a large weapon. Oh yeah, she has a fucking Gatling gun. Like, oh yeah, what do you do? Oh yeah, I use swords. What do you do? I have a bayonet gun. Okay, what do you do? I have a fucking massive fuck off Gatling gun. Yeah. I feel like she's gonna struggle doing anything but blasting like some massive monster, but I guess if you're fast enough you can keep the range. Like the number 9 itself, it is a long range fighter, so you know, kind of a similar thing here. Ah, I'm so bored. I wonder when you'll reach the level where I'll personally be your opponent. Bang bang. Okay, he's playing a mobile game probably. Maybe raid Shadow Legends. Hashtag not sponsored. So she gets mad about that taunt, of course. They definitely have a bit of a frustrating relationship, right? He is trying to get under her skin a little bit here. All of the platoon leaders in the first unit have what it takes to be promoted to commander in the future. In roughly a month until I clear this game, you must surpass all of those people. Unless you are a prodigy of that level, you won't make it in time. Let's start the game. I feel like Kikoru is kinda turning into the main character here with the amount of focus she's gotten. Like, she got her Ratchet anime backstory here, you know, that you usually get in the first chapter. She's getting her training arc with the OP sensei Kakashi type character. Yeah, she's gonna be strong. The platoon leaders, like the power scaling here, they are all strong enough to become commanders later on. So this guy is basically putting her with the expectation of being the best, you know. She's going to turn into the best fighter ever for the defense force. Because imagine, someone just joins the fucking thing, and in 4 months, they are already at the level of a commander. Someone who normally has been there for like 20 years, maybe. And you start working. Platoon leader Shinonome, can we please go at it once more? My. She really plans on beating us in a month. When the newbies try to power their way up like this, even we get pumped up. Come now. She's a bit of a more veteran as well, I guess. And have you come to a decision about monster number 8? Now that Mr. Isao is no longer around, whether we accept him as a part of our military strength or not is up to you. Well, I guess this is pretty fortunate for Kafka because they were fighting together against monster number 9, so Narumi is the person basically that is going to make the decision. And he's going to say, oh, yeah, that's worth it, that guy is built different. Commander Narumi, Vice Commander Hasegawa, we have something to report regarding number 8. His monsterization is progressing. Oh yeah, so that's why his arm was messed up like that, right? So what's gonna happen with it? I think he's going to stay a human, of course, but he's gonna need to fight back the monsterization. His monsterization is progressing? Yes, there has been an area that didn't turn back to no human. That's bad. Since there's no precedent, we are unable to declare anything. But if he continues to transform like this one day, he may not be able to turn back into a human. I mean, to be honest, I don't think it's that bad, right? Because he already turned into like the monster in the first episode and the second episode, right? And he only figured out how to turn back, after like a few days, I think, or a day. Yeah, I think it's okay. Like, he just needs to figure it out, right? He's gonna turn back into a human eventually. They probably already know about this hand. I wonder if they will still let me fight regardless. I don't ever want to see my comrades being hurt again. I have to defeat number 9. Click. So Narumi sits down here. They're gonna have a moment here. Silently, probably, because neither of them are very talkative. I will get straight to the point. They've got a decent amount of sexual tension going on here. I can't let you stay in the defense force. You should know the reason why. If you continue to transform, there's a chance you might not be able to turn back into a human. I can't let someone who's in that sort of situation fight. I knew it, but even so keeping that in mind, huh? Just let me tell you one thing. Lend us your strength. Kafka Hibino. He's the type of dude that doesn't make those riskless plays, bro. He plays full aggro, like, okay, I like Narumi. He's my favorite character, I think. Who cares if you completely turn into a monster? All I have to do is kill you when that time comes. But I don't care about that. I want to kill number 9, no matter what it takes. You think the same, don't you? Our true feelings of regret can only be understood by us, the people who were there at that scene. There's no way stopping here would be an answer for you. Commander Narumi, there's a place I'm aiming for. The chief pushed past all of the opposing voices and connected the path for me to reach my goal. And he gets angry. I'm ready. I see. Then come. From here on, it is our turn. Can you see everything? I'm just checking. Yeah, it's a little cropped out. It's because this is wider here, this page, compared to these pages. Actually, I need to zoom out. I think that's better. There's a chance that you miss some of the text if I am not careful here. Then come, from now on, it's our turn. I really like that Kafka is working with Harumi. You're finally awake. You've been sleeping well. Oh. Oh, this is Hosina. The Hosina and Narumi, they do look kinda similar. You've been sleeping well. Monster number 10. The material of witness is the monster that attacked the 3rd unit. They have that monster under control right now. It was able to survive blowing itself up, but I wonder if they're gonna do something with it. Are they going to make it possess someone? Maybe? Are they going to turn it into a weapon? Are they going to interrogate it? I feel like that would make a lot of sense. That ending reveal, the stuff with Narumi making him like him a lot more, then the stuff with, the stuff with Kikor was well in this chapter. Overall, I think this chapter was one of the better ones so far. 9 out of 10. No fighting, or no like serious fighting, but still very good. Even though I am a action junkie, like I can appreciate some character building for myself. You know, it's like I would never watch a show about just romance and characters, for example. But I will very happily watch an action show that has romance and good characters over a action show that just has action, even though I don't appreciate those things in a vacuum. Like, I think the stuff with Mina, by the way, I've been talking with you in the comments, so to give a time frame, I just released the episode 5 reaction on YouTube, but the stuff there with Mina, the like way it reminds me of a woman, well, I guess a couple that like separated in high school or something and then went different ways, with another person like deciding they want to join again, like they haven't given up and they want to improve themselves so that they could be together again. Like that is so, it's so romantic. I absolutely love it. And I don't know if I mentioned it in my reactions necessarily, but that was the vibe I was getting and I really love it. And I love the Hosina stuff. I don't know what is going to happen with number 10. I was really hoping we would get a number 11. I really want a number 11 to show up soon. Also, how was the number 10? Like, how did it come around? It mentioned that it not even many other Kaiju can fight against it like that in their fight. That means there are more Kaiju. Okay, I'm gonna see the Reddit comments. I hope they aren't dissing this chapter because this was really cool. Only 1.9k upvotes though. I noticed that it went down from the previous. I think people really didn't like the fact that number 9 escaped. They kinda lost hype for the series there. I didn't. I like it. It builds up attention as long as it doesn't drag on too much and we get to the number 11 soon. Come on now, give me some like Frieza type monster next. Actually, don't give me that. Let's go with Kira Yoshikage monster instead. Not having him in the force but still needing his strength to kill number 9. Yeah, he just put it exactly how it is. I really like Narumi. Although I got the impression that Kafka is still going to be in the defense force, right? of course. But I know Kafka, like even if he stays as a monster, he's still going to be human in the end, right? And he's going to turn back into a human, hopefully. I like how the manga has like colored panels on important moments. Yep, it was really nice and those panels looked really nice too. We should rename the manga. It is about monster number 9. That's true. He's getting the Sukuna treatment right now, except if Sukuna was a little bitch instead of an absolute beast. 1 month to complete a game. You don't really complete competitive games though, like I've been playing Marvel Rivals. I just started it, I'm only level 11. I just unlocked the ranked and I'm like bronze 2 in it. So very low rank, very bad, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I'm not going to complete it in a month, you know, like I'm gonna play it for a while. Same with League of Legends, I've been playing that since 2020. At the very end of 2019, like Christmas vacation of 2019, that's when I started playing it. I've taken off like a year, but yeah, okay, I'm yapping. You don't care about my fucking League of Legends gameplay. Let's get into chapter 56. And I think we are going to get back into Ichikawa right now, because we are going back to the 3rd squad. Alright. Vice Commander Hosina, is it good news or... What's the rush, Okonogi? So we've got the data girl here. It woke up! Number 10! Monster number 10, which we've had in confinement, has regained consciousness. Hello everyone, I'm monster number 10. You know, don't harm me too much. I'm just a little guy. I just really like to fight. I see. Keep trying to get information about number 9 and other monsters about that. It said it won't speak to anyone aside from you, Vice Commander. What? The monster number 10, it doesn't care about the riffraff. Only the strong. Resilience 5.7? It is unbelievable that it still has this much energy in that state. It won't regenerate, will it? Don't worry, it's not possible with a core in that state. Oh, its core is damaged, I guess. Open up. Vice Commander, hurry! Vice Commander! Roger that. So Hosina walks in. He's got his weapons too. Morning, Sleeping Beauty. Did you have a good night's sleep? Monster number 10? Hello. It's me. Oh, it's saying hello. Hello. What tremendous power. So this is a monster, an eminent class. I think this is a numbered monster, what they want to say there. Vice Commander fought hand to hand against this monstrosity. Actually, this monstrosity, but stronger, yeah? You're a loud dumbass. Next time you do that, I'll chop you up. Gahahaha. Swordman, you truly are different from others. Oh, how marvelous it would have been to eat you whole. Damn. Okay, this monster has personality compared to the number 9. Number 10, I like you a lot more. Okay? Please be careful, Vice Commander. We are unable to predict its behavior. I'll get straight to the point. There's a monster we call number 9. Is there anything you know about this monster? Spit it out. They are just interrogating this fucking natural calamity. It actually closed its eye a little bit. So Mina is also watching. Sir, I don't mind. After all, I was created by him. Created? But the monster number 10 was stronger than number 9. In terms of its resilience when we met it. Huh. However, I have one condition. Let me out of here and fight with me. Yeah, of course, this thing is a berserker, so that makes sense. And I was giving it a little bit disrespect, because it seems that this one is actually pretty smart too. I thought it was a bit dumber before. But maybe I'm correct about the League of Monsters. You know, the number 9 is gonna create all these monsters that they're gonna fight while it is in the shadows, you know? That would be really fun to see. As long as we don't see too much of number 9. Let me out of here and fight with me. No, I can't do that. But regardless, with a core like that, you no longer have the ability to regenerate to the point of being able to battle. No. I am well aware of that. That's not what I'm talking about. You humans have the technology to turn my body into a weapon. Turn me into a weapon and wear me. Give me your body. Okay, it is just willing to be turned into a weapon. Let me fight more. I want to fight. I like this monster. I guess this is going to be Hosina's power up to make him OP as well. Give your body to me. I guess technically it wants to eat Hosina, so I guess it's kind of a win-win. A monster wanting to be weaponized? It is far too dangerous, Vice Commander. Weaponizing a monster with consciousness is unprecedented. We do not know what kind of impact it will leave on the user. I mean, definitely. It is very dangerous. It might actually take him over. What if it turns him into the same thing as Kafka? And then we have 2 monster shifters in the story. Ah, that would be fun. It was fun fighting with you. It was like a dream. Don't be stupid. It wasn't fun at all. What a boring lie. As someone who fought you, I know. It was obvious that you were enjoying the fight itself. You are similar to me. So let me combine my strength with you so I can battle once more. My core has been damaged, but I am yearning for a battle. Okay, I'm feeling this. You should understand this. As long as I'm able to have a thrilling battle, it doesn't matter if my opponent is a human or a monster. I simply want to fight. Oh, Mina is actually like kinda shocked. And Hoshina is opening his eyes too. I'm gonna step out a little while. Give me some time. Okanoki. What the hell is with that thing? It is hella scary. Oh, he's getting the fucking comms too. Okay. Huh? Just how much of a battle maniac is it? It is so pussy too. I feared for my physical safety in a different way. Man, I don't freaking wanna wear something like that. I am against it as well. On top of there being no president, we do not know what it's planning. There is even the danger of it taking over your body. With that said, we really don't have any other source for information. Needs must when the devil drives. I think there's a translation issue here. I think this is probably a saying or something. Oh, Commander, I'd like to accept number 10's demands. Mina saying like, alright, roger that. I'll take a gamble on your decision. I will appear to the headquarters to have number 10 weaponized. Man, oh man. I really got a strange thing taking a liking to me. Talk. So deal? Alright then. However, there's one thing I need to say. You're not going to be using me. You're not going to be using me. I'll be the one using you. Okay. Compatible human. The deal has been made. The story moves on to the next stage. You know what? This is a 10 out of 10. It got me hyped up. I want the power up. Yes. Alright, let's see what the Reddit thought of it. They are always so negative, so I bet they are kinda negative about this too, but... Oh, okay, 200 comments. I wanna see him borrow it up Venom style. Yeah, that would be so nice, because we don't know yet what happens when you turn the things with a consciousness into those weapons and then you fuse them with a user. Like, what is the result you get? Manga post translation said number 10 was created by number 9, but which translation said he was created by them? So, number 10 could be created by like the League of Monsters, once again. Or by just number 9. I hope there is more than just number 9. I've said this like 20 times now, I'm not gonna say it anymore. It is interesting that number 10 is a battle maniac. I mean, yeah. It is a... what's it called? Yeah, it's a berserker. Like, it just wants to battle. And it wants to battle more. Vice Commander will have a similar struggle fighting for control. Yeah, probably. Oh, here's a League of Legends reference. I hope it doesn't turn into a Kane Rust thing. On the other hand, turn me into a weapon, wear me and fight. Sure sounds kinky. Yeah, it definitely sounds, and it... If you don't know, in League of Legends, I think Rust is a Darkin. Yeah, it is the Darkin sight. Sealed into a sight. And when a person picks it up, it is able to possess him. But in this case, Kane actually doesn't get possessed, and instead they combine with two minds, basically constantly arguing with each other about like what they should do and like how they should fight and everything. And in a League of Legends, it actually is a pretty interesting thing, because Kane is like this shadow assassin. He's like, he goes into the shadows, he merges with them, he attacks people from them. And Rust is this massive, like, monster thing. I mean, yeah, like, similar to the number 10, right? Let's go to the next chapter. I really like that one. I think I can do 2 more, but I can feel myself wearing out. Yeah, I can feel myself, like, collapsing. Oh, this one is a bit of a smaller width to the chapter, so I can put it like this, and you can still... Let me check. I'm not gonna read it properly now. Yeah, okay, I can put it actually on 90% maybe. Yeah, I can. Alright, here we go. Monster number 8. Did you hear? Apparently the guys from the 3rd unit are coming. Commander Asiro? No, Vice Commander Hosina. Seriously, hasn't it been like 3 years since he's last been here? I heard that they have new information about number 9's catastrophe. The source of information must be the captive number 10. But if the 3rd unit representative is Vice Commander Hosina, yeah, things might get a little ugly. Why? What is the reason for that? I guess they have a bit of a connection. That's all for the morning drill. Vice Commander Hosina is coming here. Oh, he probably has a connection with Narumi, right? We'll be here for the number 9 countermeasure meeting. Vice Commander Hosina, I haven't been able to apologize to him for hiding my identity. And where's Narumi? He just went off somewhere with troop members. Oh, that's bad. Bad? Since both the 3rd and the 1st units both have territories in Tokyo, they are often compared against each other. On top of that, the 2 units often have conflicts arise due to territorial issues and such. In other words, they are like oil and water. So they are rivals, okay? Hoshina, who the hell gave you permission to step into my territory, eh? Oh my, what a grand welcome for Commander Narumi to personally greet us. I have received permission from higher-ups in the main branch, so don't mind us. Nope, no go. This base is off limits for folks with bowl cuts or fox eyes. You fit under both of those. Oh, could it be that you're still holding a grudge? You're still angry that I beat you in the subjugation exercise ranking for the small monster category? I beat you. Huh? Ah, Commander, what have you done, bastard? We haven't done anything. Just so you know, we are still not over that case in Sukinami last month. You guys have no right subjugation with monsters under our jurisdiction. Quit taking our job away from us. We cannot be getting fired. Also note that Hoshina actually was able to beat him with the small monsters, so they are actually pretty close in strength. Some of the after beasts, Yonsu I think, some of the Yonsu were in the Mitaka area. We subjugated the base monster is the number monster as an extension of that. Huh? Then get our permission first, why don't ya? Heck no. You expect us to get permission each and every time? You elites are unbelievable. Keep at it, you guys. The only record Hoshina broke was the small monsters. Aside from that, I hold the rest of the titles. Doesn't Commander Asiro hold the title for the sniper category? Okay, so, I mean this guy, Narumi, like he has the short range and the long range fighting, so it is fair that he isn't as good at the like extreme short range or the longer range. He's going to be the best at dealing with the medium monsters maybe. Commander, why would you make such an obvious lie? Shut up. Anyway, I don't like you. Get out of here, Ime. Stop it. So Vice Commander here. Fucking him. Vice Commander Hasekawa, good morning, sir. It has been a while, Soshiro. Long time no see, Mr. Hasekawa. You mean Nappa? Preparations are done for the division meeting. Let me lead you there. Okay, so now we have Mina and I think this was the 2nd division commander. Or whatever they're called. Squad, unit. Everyone's here. Now we shall begin. The Eastern Division meeting. So we have Hasegawa and Igarashi, the 2nd unit, yeah. And then again Narumi, right? Yeah, Mina as well. Soshiro Hoshina. And this guy, the 4th unit, Ogata. So there's only 4 units that we know of, right? I wonder if there's any more actually. Oi Narumi, aren't you getting a little too lax yawning and all? You asking for it? You meet her. Isn't it up to me to decide when I want to relax? Leave it, Juro. It is nothing new. He is a man with no redeeming features aside from beating monsters. Hey, hold up, Ashiro. I feel like you said something a lot meaner than Igarashi. Did I hear wrong? Now, everyone calm down. We haven't seen each other in so long. Let's just try to get along. You're drinking sake, you bastard. I see the bottle. Oh, oops. It is kind of obscured by the speech bubble. Silence. Madame, it is so. He's passed away, leaving all these unruly ones to me. Cut to the chase, Sushiro Hoshina. New chief of the defense force, Keiichi Itami. The only problem with this guy is that he's weaker than Iso, because he had to run away from monster number 9 while Iso was fighting it. Ratsa. We, the third unit, have obtained some information regarding number 9. As it turns out, number 9's like catastrophes, I don't know what that means. Number 9's like ability, strength, or abilities maybe? I don't know, something that could be taken care of even by the first unit. What is your source? Number 10, the one in confinement. It said something quite surprising. It said that it was created by number 9. That is very bad. So you're saying that a monster made a resilience 9.0? Yes, monster number 9 is the first variant to have some sort of intention and a high possibility of having an ability that allows it to create other strong monsters. And it continued to say, I am a prototype. I want to fight against the polished products that were born through me. A Resilience 9.0 is a prototype? Yeah, we might be getting onto the 10.0, buddy. Currently, it said that the Japanese Defense Force's ability to handle number class monsters is at one time is 5 at most. So in total they could handle 5 at the same time. All of the units and everything else too. Although I guess this is the Japanese Defense Force. I think you need to be calling in the units from Europe. Bring in the Finnish power squad, you know, to help you out maybe. That would be nice, I wouldn't mind that. That number would be even lower if it contains monsters that exceed resilience 9.5. If in the case that number 9 is creating stronger monsters that easily surpass those numbers, what do you think will happen? If we do not overcome the rift between units and work together, this country will perish. Okay, yeah, so we are getting the League of Monsters. Ooh, that was correct. I like it. The units, they need to like group up because, buddy, this is something bigger than like having rivalries between yourselves, you know. Although I do like the connections that they have with each other and the different vibes that they share. And now I just hope that the number 11 is really interesting. And we need to get Meruem that destroys number 9 and kills it and immediately becomes the main threat. That would be the most exciting. I want the Meruem monster. Maybe like 10.0, that's going to be the 10.0 maybe. Also note that the monster number 9 is using Iso's body right now. Like, so maybe he's going to permanently have that form so that it can keep the number 2's power. And my rating for this episode, or this chapter, I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's a really good one again. I feel like I really like these chapters. By the way, the previous arc, I actually think it wasn't the best, like when you combine everything in it, because I was editing it, or you know, editing my reaction to it. But I do think it was good. I think that I give the previous arc an 8 out of 10. It was the third best arc so far, I think. My favorite is the monster number 10 arc. That was really exciting, and of course like the continuation with Kafka being imprisoned. That was my favorite. My second favorite is the mushroom arc, with the monster mushroom that they defeat, and of course then monster number 9, the first time that Kafka fights it. That's my second favorite. Actually, you know what? The previous arc is my fourth favorite because I actually really liked the entrance exam arc with Shinomiya and everything like being introduced. So it was my least favorite arc in the series, but it wasn't bad. And I think this one is shaping up already to be better than it. Just because like the monster number 9, it wasn't that exciting to like basically have a re-battle against its old form. Although it was cool that it was defeated there. I just wished it was defeated for real. Oh! Eiichi Hasegawa, Keiichi Itami. Eiichi and Keiichi. Oh yeah, they are pretty similar. Obviously they are clones. And we will soon see Reichi, Seichi and Luigi. Oh yeah, we need to see Luigi. The numbering system is just the order in which humans discover these monsters, right? Yeah, monster number 9 is probably monster number 1. Although I'm not actually sure. I think the monster number 9 is a pretty recent thing to appear. I don't think it's like that old. Because it was a little bit clueless when it was first introduced, right? It didn't have perfect information on the defense force and everything like that. I think there's going to be something even greater than the monster number 9. Oh yeah, there's people a bit confused, but the numbered monsters, there's only 10 of them so far. Hopefully he can turn it around and be more exciting next time. Oh, also it is still falling apart with its legs and everything, like kind of being disasters, and I should... these monsters, they look all identical here, but I think they are going to like mature into something else. Also, they are in their... this is like a spore sac, a sporangium, you know? Maybe they are inside a massive mushroom as well. But okay, chapter 58. I think this is going to be the final one. I'm so sleepy already. Should I go to 60? Okay, I'm going to read chapter 58 and 59, so that I can start on episode or chapter 60 next. Yeah, and then I go to sleep. Yeah. If we do not work together, this country will perish. And everyone is like, oh no! The country, not the country. A monster that can create more variants. That is a little hard to believe. Any chance number 10's lying? Of course, that is a possibility. However, as you can see with this data, there has been a sudden rise in the number of monster cases and variants in recent years. The average resilience has risen from 2.6 to 4.8. We can say that this coincides with number 10's information. As you already know, there are many uncertainties around the mechanism of monster outbreaks. According to recent research, the most promising theory about monster outbreaks is one which states that the enormous energy and distortion created by faults on Earth affect the plants and animals nearby. We believe that number 9 is using this phenomenon to create monsters. Any information on the location? What happened with this? I guess this is a double page spread in a different way. I hope you can see this still. I can still read it though, so it's okay. It has been moving all over the place while changing appearances. Oh yeah, they are talking about where the number 9 is right now. We do not know its current location. However, if we search for a source of energy that is big enough to create several eminent number class mega monsters, it is most likely between where the Philippine Sea plate and the Eurasian plate meet. Also, it's going to be around the Mariana Trench, right? An area. that is inaccessible to mankind. It is hiding there in the fault lines. It gets the energy to make the monsters from that. So these monsters, they are being created using earthquakes. So we get a 10.0 earthquake. Like I mentioned, a 10.0 earthquake is almost unimaginable. The strongest one ever recorded, I'm pretty sure it was like 9.2. I should check actually. Let's see, what is the strongest ever earthquake? Magnitude 9.5. The largest earthquake ever instrumentally recorded. In 1960 Chile. I've heard of that earthquake before, it was pretty tragic. So, that's only in the last 60 years though. Like magnitude 10.0. Those earthquakes have happened in the past. It is just very rare, right? Like the higher you go, the less likely they are to happen, right? A magnitude 10.0, I'm pretty sure it has like 5 times the energy of a 9.5. Maybe not 5 times, it might be like 4 times or something. The Richter scale is kinda hard for me to imagine because it is logarithmic. It isn't as easy for the human brain to process, so I need to study my logarithms to understand it. Okay, let's continue reading. That's an area, that's too big of an area. It will take a few years to pinpoint a number 10's location. Number 9's, you mean? Are you saying we have to wait until it makes a move? On top of that, according to number 10, number 9 is able to access memories of the human it absorbs. By absorbing the chief, there's a chance it now has knowledge of the defense forces' strength. That's bad. That is really bad. Which means in the few months until number 9 makes its next move, our fate depends on our ability to create several unpredictable factors. Unpredictable? Yes, we have the units that are currently not a part of our main arsenal. Therefore, outside of number 9's calculations, they are inexperienced and imperfect. But because of that, they have the highest potential for growth in a short period of time. Main cast is coming in clutch right now. They are gonna be the difference makers. Yeah. The growth of our young talents is the key. Who is her and him? Have we seen them before? I don't think so. Hosina as well is looking here. Oh, he's talking, right? But I think Hosina, Kafka, Mina, Narumi, and especially Shinomiya, Kikoru, like they are going to be the keys here. Because Mina might also get more powerful. Maybe she reaches 100% of her switch power. Maybe she gets a numbered weapon as well at some point. That would be fun. Training the troop member compatible with number 6's weapon will be crucial. Numbered monster weapon number 6, the strongest and the most dangerous. Putting the former king of monsters against the new king. You know the reference I'm gonna make? The strongest of all time versus the strongest of today. It's the Sukuna versus Gochu battle. So the number 6 is the strongest of all time, okay. The former king of monsters from 1972. Okay. You're saying you found someone compatible? Beep beep beep. This is a certain recruit whose cell sample showed signs of synchronization with number 6. His name is Reno Ishikawa, isn't it? I think so, yeah. Oh, I got chills actually. I got so much chills. Okay, it's going to be him. He is not a Subjugation University graduate, and his Defense Force entrance exam scores were average. I am sure he has been unmarked by the other units. His name is Matsumoto City, Nagano Prefecture. That's a really weird name, actually. So we are going to be at number 3. So here we have a bit of a monster. It seems to be a Honshu, I think. Honshu. Like one of the medium grade ones. Iharu, take cover. Actually, I think it's a Yonzu on further examination. Iharu, take cover. So he ducks and bang bang bang. And now the monster is falling apart, and who we have here? Who do we have here? Reno Ishikawa. One of the young talents undergoing rapid growth. His eyes always chasing after him, sign with hope. Chasing after who? Who's this? Is this Reno as well? Is this like his brother maybe? Is this Reno? Maybe it's Reno. Oh yeah, it is, because I think this is a picture of Reno that they are talking over in the meeting. So we're gonna have a bit of a power-up arc. All of the new recruits, I imagine they are going to be getting on at least the level of the vice commanders. So we can bring everyone to be relevant in this story again. I was a bit afraid of the power scaling going wild with the characters running away with the main cast getting too powerful, or the main characters, right, a few of them, and everyone else becoming a Yamcha. But if everyone is training and moving up in the world, we can have a pretty good, a pretty good dynamic here. I'm gonna give this one a 8 out of 10 again. No, 8.5 out of 10. I think it's my reaction to Reno being the chosen one. It was, I got hyped up. Okay, now time to read the Reddit. My throat is starting to hurt. I definitely need to end this on the next chapter. Has the monster weapon number 6 been shown before? I don't think so. How long has it been since we last saw Reno? His last appearance was chapter 34, which was 10 months ago. That's the effect of having an entire arc without a main cast member. But also, this is a bi-weekly show, so for me the last time I saw Reno was 2 days ago, because the 20 chapters is not that much really. I think this is 21 chapters where he didn't appear. So really not that much. And actually that is the case for Furuhashi and everyone else too. They have also been gone for this much. And of course he's going to get more screen time because he's the Dev Dragonist. He's gonna become relevant. Think about Sasuke too. At the start of Shippuden, he kinda disappears for a very long time. We just see him in the background and doing stuff, but he's not directly involved with anything there. Holy crap, I look tired. It was either Reno or Kikoru. Yeah, I mean, Kikoru is not gonna be here. I think Kikoru maybe is going to get the weapon of number 9 if he gets defeated. Now if that cannot happen, then she's going to get one of the strong, numbered weapons later on. She might also get the number 2 weapon, but I don't think so actually. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that will happen. But yeah, she's gonna get a numbered weapon eventually. I think so. Alright, last chapter, let's just get through it. I'm gonna have a bit of a butter break here. What's the situation? The worst memory is engraved deeply. What is the situation? Thank you for your hard work, Commander Shinomiya. Oh, this is going to be a flashback to 1972. The artillery unit is continuing their attack. We were able to shoot down three of the Yonzu. However, we have yet to see any effect on the number monster, or the Honshu. Good work, so that is number 6. Oh, it was making Godzillas. And whatever the fuck this is. And this is like a Giga Godzilla. Ooh, so it's walking in. Oh, can you see it? Yeah, you can, okay. And here we see the number 4 squad captain, a picture of him. Send off, watch over, find out. So this is Kikaru's mom. So Reno Ishikawa is the candidate for the number 6's suite. By the way, I have a feeling that this guy could actually die in the series as well. Like, he kinda has the death vibes going on with him. Because he's drinking all the time and everything. We've got a super troublesome kid on our hands, Toko. We are currently on duty, sir. So it seems that most of the vice captains are babying the captains because they aren't very functional. The 1st and the 4th division at least. Maybe the 2nd and the 3rd are more well put together. Or more well led. By the way, this military has the worst discipline out of everyone, because you're telling me like the commanders are like a fucking weeaboo, a drunk, a like battle-crazed maniac, and then like one really proper woman who's like really serious about her job. Like, you telling me that's like the best guys you got? But I guess that is the effect of having the strongest soldier being the leader instead of the like most serious soldiers, so you know, just a part. And besides, the commanders are leading a smaller unit of people anyway, so you know, it isn't as important for them to be proper. Okay, let's continue. Oh, can you overlook it? I feel like this sudden responsibility is going to crush me. Someone feeling like they're being crushed would not be plucking their nose hairs. But it really doesn't. It does lie heavy in my mind, monster number 6. Not only was it a 9.6 resilience, it was able to lead an attack of multiple monsters wielding base level strength. Daikaiju level strength. The second unit leader by Commander Hikari Shinomiya. Second unit led by Commander Hikari Shinomiya engaged with it at Odawara. With the first unit's reinforcements, they were able to subjugate it, but there were many sacrifices. Just like the rare heavy snowfall over Odawara, it is still engraved in people's memories. It is the symbol of despair. And they are saying they want to push that onto a teenager. My speech, there won't get me off the hook? Of course not. Commander Ogata. Reno Ishikawa is ready. Yeah, Reno, let's go. So this is the weapon made from the number 6 probably. We will now begin the compatibility test for weapon number 6. I'll be using weapon number 6. Do you know about the numbers, the eminent monster weapons? I have not seen them, but I have heard about them. I see, then I listen carefully. The numbers weapons are so powerful that handling one correctly... Oh, by the way, it wasn't in 1972, the monster number 6's attack. It was 10 years before the main story, right? I mixed up the number 2 and the number 6. The number 2 attack was in 1972. My bad, guys. I think it probably bothered you a little bit. The number weapons are so powerful that handling one correctly can enable a single person to take down a Daikaiju. I mean, that is whatever, because for example Hoshina, who doesn't have a numbered weapon yet, or didn't have one before, he was already able to take on not only a Daikaiju, but a Daikaiju with sentience. Sapiens. I think sapiens is actually the best word I could use for it, because like Homo sapien, sapiens. That is where the word comes from, by the way, for Homo sapiens. Alright. On the other hand, the immense burden and increased dispatch to the front lines has led to half the users to lose their lives before they are discharged. So okay, so the number weapons users often die because they are sent to fight more people. Amongst those, weapon number 6 is known as the strongest and the most dangerous. I know that as a defense force member protecting the country, it is inadvisable to say this. But let me be honest with you. I think you should turn this down. Reno is not going to be declining this. I heard that Hibino was accepted into the defense force as monster number 8. But then, what is going to happen to his dream? Who's going to save him? Commander Ogata, please start. Alright, Reno, it is your time. I like the look in his eyes. Start up eminent. Number monster weapon number 6. No issues with the assimilation or nerve turning. Even though it is just the arm gear, I feel like my energy is getting drained. Oh, he's getting the fucking Enma treatment from One Piece. Like the Enma when Zoro got it like sucks up his energy because it is so powerful. I'm not going to lose. Akanekara! Undaga! Chikara power. I feel like I know what this sounds like, but I cannot say it. Like, I can't visualize the way it sounds. Oh. Toko. Prepare a stretcher. He's sensing the monster number 6. I think this is what happens with everyone, with every one of the monster weapons. Like, it is also going to happen with number 10, but of course that's a little bit different because that one is smart. Alright, so this Godzilla thing is looking at him. What the heck is this? Snap. Ah, I see Hibino. Is always fighting against this sort of thing. No, Reno! Iharu, oh man, you're finally awake. Where am I? Don't worry, we are in the medical office. I see, so I failed to be compatible with number 6. Has it sunk in now? How frightening it is to use a number monster weapon. Commander, it wasn't even the full suit, yet it put so much strain on you. Can you imagine what would happen if you put the full gear on? I will give you my advice once again. You should turn this down. I think that's a good idea too, Commander Ogata. I will do it. So he won't change his mind. It is too dangerous. If he goes to the front lines with a number 6 like this, he will most likely lose his life in the near future. That said, he doesn't seem to be the type of guy to hear me out. You get a 1-month evaluation period. After that, I'll have you go out to subjugate. I'll have you go out to subjugate. I will determine if you are fit to wear the number 6 on the battlefield. Da-dum. So Reno, he's gonna get to be tested for 1 month as well. With Kikoru, they said that if she cannot get on the level of the battalion commanders of the first unit, she's not good enough. Like it is not enough if she cannot reach that level. Reno needs to be able to use the number 6 weapon a little bit. So the number 6 weapon is too strong for him right now. I think the way that he could like be able to handle it in the future is if he raises his battle power a lot. Like from the suit, you know? Like gets it a lot higher than before. What do I think? Now this chapter, I'm gonna give it a 8.5 out of 10 again. Actually, I'm gonna give an 8. I'm giving 8.5s too easily. 8.5 needs to be a really good chapter, right? You know, this was kinda predictable to me, like the number 6 weapon being used by Reno. Like we find out that it is the most powerful. You know, they have been hyping the monster up a lot. The number 6 monster. Godzilla monster. So, the Godzilla monster weapon going to the Dragonist, who needs to become a lot stronger very fast here. That is to be expected. Like, he is going to get the one of the best powers, right? So I assume the best weapons that they have, the defense force, the number 1 and the number 2, then number 6, the number 8 obviously, and then the number 10, which is going to be prepared somewhat soon. There hasn't been any mention yet of the number 3, 4 or 5, and I think the number 7 was mentioned as like there was something that happened with number 7, but no fighting yet. Oh, by the way, if they tried to make a weapon from the number 9, that would definitely backfire on them. I think that would be a horrible idea, now that I think about it. Because we know it has sapience and it is very evil. Monster number 10, it just wants to fight. The monster number 9, it wants to dominate, you know. They have different goals. Monster number 9 is on the Eisen arc, you know. All for one arc. Compared to the monster number 10, which is like Kenpachi from Bleach. Very similar character, I think. Let's see what the Reddit thought very quickly. I'm not gonna read too many comments there. Number 6 looking awfully like Godzilla. This thing. It does look a lot like Godzilla, and it also makes those little Godzilla-like monsters on the side too. Also, notice that they are coming from the sea. That is why they had the monster walls. I think most monsters, they are generated in the sea, and they come from the vault lines. Some of them are also going to come from the ground, but not many of them. You know, because earthquakes happen on the land as well, you know. Also, a volcanic eruption, that would probably generate monsters in this world, right? The energy from it is going to be turning into a monster. Maybe a meteor impact would turn into a monster as well. That would actually be the strongest monster. Imagine like the dinosaur ending asteroid came on Earth, like, you know? And then you got like a Fortitude 15.0 monster from it. That would be the final boss. Then you drop Pluto on Earth, and you get a Fortitude 40 monster or something crazy. I wonder if instead of having a Renover all of number 6, it would be split between them. Oh yeah, that is a good point, because we saw that the number 6, it has many parts. And the Reno couldn't even handle the glove, or the hand part. So you can give the other parts to the other recruits to make them more powerful as well. Let them do their own thing, while Reno is still getting the power to use it. Also, they mentioned that the number 6 was a Fortitude 9.6. And we know there's someone in the story with a higher level than that even. That's right, the Kaiju number 8. It had a magnitude of 9.8. By the way, they mentioned that it was one of the strongest that ever appeared. But the 9.6, they mentioned that like it is the strongest of the numbered weapons that they have. So I imagine the stronger ones, the ones higher than 9.8, they must have been in other countries and have been defeated there instead. Man, I'm turning into Hosina with the way my eyes are. This is a disaster. Number 6 has his favorite design. In my opinion, the number 10 has the best design. It looks so fucking badass. And yeah, Kafka being a 9.8, he's clearly not using the entire power that he gets from the monster. Like, he has an insane, unimaginable amount of power locked inside of him. I think overall, the chapters we got this week or today, I'm going to be releasing these daily, I think, they are pretty interesting. This is definitely a bit of a training arc. There's going to be fighting, but I think it is going to be a training arc. Maybe a 1 month time skip, depends. And we're gonna see how powerful they get. Like, they are going to get out of the recruit phase and move into the elite fighter phase, because That is where they are going to be in the story, right? Like, they are going to be elite fighters. And I wonder how long the story is going to be. Because it is releasing bi-weekly, it probably won't be that long. Like in terms of the number of chapters, but it might run on for a long time. So yeah, I hope this goes fun for like a My Hero Academia amount of chapters. That would be really fun. I could be reviewing this when I am 32 myself, relating with Kafka like, damn, my bones, they are falling apart. All that parkour, it is tearing me apart, Lisa. And yeah, if you enjoyed my voice, my reactions, my predictions, leave a like, comment, subscribe, support the channel in the easy ways that you can. Subscribing, it takes only 1 second, but it gets my channel a lot more visibility. I can see that if you subscribe on a video of mine, that video immediately gets like 20 more views. So it is very beneficial for the algorithm. And the same goes for if you watch the entire video, you leave a like and you comment. Like all of those boost the video in the algorithm, it gets shown to a wider audience and testing if people like the video or not. So thanks for watching everyone, see you next time. I'm gonna go to sleep. Bye bye.